All right, shalom, shalom. All right, as always, before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well, peace and salutation to the occupant that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. Right, this is gonna be a quick lesson, dealing with the M.O.B. All right, and, so hey, we bring these things out because that's what time we in. Seeing comments, on different videos, as to like basically, that's all y'all talk about. Yes, that's all we talk about. Because it's one of the key prophecies to come to pass. So, and what our duties as a prophet is to warn the people. Right, and yes, it takes repetition to do that, right? Because our people are known to be stiff-necked, all right, and also to wash the blood off our hands, right? To leave, right, 2/3 of our people without excuse, right? We repeatedly go over these topics, right? Because hey, the time is at hand, we just warning you what's coming down the pike. You know what I'm saying? So for those that have any issue, all right, with these type of lessons, just simply don't click on the video. But anyhow, dealing with this article, this is NYC brain computer startup announces FDA trial before Elon Musk. All right, so Cicron, I believe, is the name of the company, right? In fact, it says right here, Cicron's devices could help paralysis patients control computers with their thoughts. So this is Esau on the left hand side trying to manifest, a form of spiritual power, right? And see, he has to do it through technology, right, through science, right? But yet, all right, we have, all right, for those that have faith, right, in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we know and believe that we're going to receive power from on high. All right, we ain't gonna need no type of, devices or, anything inserted in us. Right, we don't have to be, linked up to no type of, technology, what have you. Okay, our power is gonna come from on high. All right, and that spiritual power is gonna be the new standard, if you will. You know what I'm saying? All Israelite men are going to have that power. Are going to be supermen, as it were, right? But, you have Esau. He's trying to counterfeit that, as he always does. He always tries to recreate, okay, what the Most High has already set forth. He's already created. You know what I'm saying? But Esau, he he's late. He's just catching up, all right? But all in all, okay, don't receive this M.O.B. I don't care how, I don't care how interesting it sounds or, how they, just deliver it to the people, right? You receive this M.O.B. That's your death sentence. You literally just signed your death certificate, Because if you're an Israelite, you're not supposed to be receiving of this technology, all right? But let me read through here just to get a few points. All right, it says a brain-computer interface company is entering clinical trials for its implants, all right? In the U.S., a big step toward getting the futuristic devices into more schools to help treat conditions like paralysis. I got to stop right there. All right, let's get that, please. I mean, that's very clear and direct, right? Wouldn't you agree? That's very clear and direct, right? This is Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So that's literally everybody. I don't care what status, all right, you have in society. You're going to be forced to make this decision. You're going to have to make a choice on receiving it or not, all right? It says, or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So, hey, it says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And what does this say? It says a brain computer interface company is entering clinical trials for its implants, right? And going to that word mark. All right, let's get it real quick. Let's get that real quick. Charagma, all right. Charagma, all right. A stamp and imprinted mark. Okay, a thing carved, all right, graven work. Okay, and then to further break it down, when we go into the root world, Karax, right? It's a pale or stake or palisade, right? Which a good illustration is the syringes that they use, right? When you look at a stake, right, or a palisade, is basically is something that's sharp. It's a sharp instrument, right? Let me get that real quick. Let's see, a stake. Let's maybe get an image. So you see that right there? See the stake, you got wood, right? I think this one is metal here to the right. But nonetheless, all right, it has the it has that sharp point on the tip, right? That you would use, to imprint something, carve something into, stone, let's say, right? Well, that's basically what the syringe, right, with the needle, right, is likened unto, right? And they're going to pierce your flesh, okay, with this M.O.B. by way of the syringe, or should I say stake, all right? So this is a reality, man. This is not fake news, all right? This is a reality. This is going to hell, what is already coming to pass, all right? I'm reading it, right? Reading on, it says, just to cover that point, it says, devices into more skulls to help treat conditions like paralysis, which, I guess, that's a big deal, or that's a big selling point that they're using, right, for people that, right, that may be born paralyzed, or, you had a freak accident, or, what's these guys, Army vets, right, that risk their lives for the country or whatnot, come back all jacked up, to where they're paralyzed, from the waist down, or can't move. The right side of their body is numb, in fact, people with strokes, right? You know what I'm saying? So this will look like a good thing for the people, because through science, ESO would be able to make people, walk again, and just do things that they weren't able to do prior to receiving this M.O.B., But regardless, you should not take it, right? Because, again, you're signing your death certificate. There's a judgment, all right? There's an ultimate judgment. If you see that M.O.B., which is thermonuclear fire, right, you will be left here to burn in America, okay, a.k.a. Babylon. Let's see here. It says the New York-based Citron Inc. said it received permission. Out of here. It said it received permission from the Food and Drug Administration to test its device in human patients. The trial, known as an early feasibility study, is essential to proving the implants work safely and could one day be sold in the U.S. There you have it. You know what I'm saying? So this is all big business. You know what I'm saying? This ultimately this is population control, right? By way of Esau enforcing this on the people, just like he's forcing these machinations. All right, you see many news feeds on that, right? People that's in the healthcare industry, they being given an ultimatum. Federal employees are being given an ultimatum, right, on basically receiving the max, or you don't work. All right. Well, we just read it here, right? That's basically that's what this is saying right here. Revelation 13:16, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. So if you don't have, right, when this goes down, if you don't have that M.O.B, you can't buy or sell, you can't deal in commerce anymore. Meaning what? You can't go to work, right? Meaning what? You don't get a check. If you ain't go to check, you ain't got no check. You can't pay your bills, right? You can't go to the grocery store. You can't buy gas. You can't go to the bank. You can't just do, you can't do what you normally would, right? So, hey, it's going down in a major way, man. Yeah, he's moving fast, right? For him to have these studies, they most likely they're gonna railroad through these studies, right? Because they just do this to make it look good on paper, so that they can roll out their next agenda, right? But if they're having talks on doing studies and this and that, right? That lets you know, okay, they about to come with it. You know what I'm saying? And basically the max, all right, receiving the max, that's just the Trojan horse before they hit you with the big dog, all right, i.e. this microchip. It says, let's see, it says Citron beat other companies, including Elon Musk, Neuralink, to announce that it had secured regulatory approval for tests of a commercial product in human heads. That's the point. Commercial is another way to say practical and applicable to real life, said Dr. J. Mako, the chief medical officer at Synchron and a professor of neurosurgery at Mount Sinai Health System in New York. Right? There's another little point in here. Oh, right here. It says the company plans to place a device called Stenrode, which is smaller than a matchstick. Right? That's gonna be another selling point. Like, wow, look, it's able to do so much, but it's so little. How is this little device able to do all these things? Right, which this is part of Esau's miracles that he's working, right, and all that stuff gonna be destroyed anyway, and that's why we say don't receive it, because the scriptures say the fashion of this world passeth away. You know what I'm saying? What it say? Roughly paraphrasing, what if you basically, what is it that you gain the whole world and lose your soul? You know what I'm saying? What's the point? It's all vain and worthless at the end of the day. So do not receive this mark. All right. It says, read back in the article. It says the implant works by communicating via a tiny wire with a second implant in the chest. A transmitter then sends signals to a computer outside the body near the patient, And so, meaning this is going to be, all this information eventually is going to be in a cloud, all right? And if it's in the cloud, that means someone has access to it, right? Because they claim that, they're going to figure out the cybersecurity thing or whatever. But just basically at the end of the day, someone has access to this information, right? So therefore, they can, they can change information, they can add to it, right? It basically this is just Esau trying to play or trying to be like the Most High, as the scriptures say, right? He wants to know all your whereabouts, right? All you know, he wants to know what you think about, what you dream about, right? What you ate today, where you going and coming. You know what I'm saying? He wants to know all the just every little tidbit about everyone's life, you know, which only the Most High has that ability, you know. But yeah, you have this devil that's again trying to be like the Most High, and it's not so. All right. Let's go. I'm thinking of device, 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 device. Okay, this is Psalms 21:11. For they intended evil against thee, they imagined a mischievous device. Right? They calling it a device. Right? This M.O.B. They calling it a device. Right? It says which they are not able to perform. That's right. Because against the elect, the Lord is not going to allow the elect to receive this M.O.B. He already has the elect predestinated before the world began. Right, so whoever those men are, they're not going to be given unto this. The Lord is going to see that they have a way to escape. All right, you know. But until 2/3 of our people and unto these heathen nations, they're gonna be overwhelmed, all right, with this decision, and they're gonna cave in, right? Because they're, as far as 2/3 of our people, they're not rooted, they're not grounded, all right? They don't desire to know any knowledge, right? They think they got it all figured out, so they're going to learn the hard way. Another scripture I want to get, this is Psalms 148. Grant not, O Yahweh, the desires of the wicked, for the not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. Time. And when you look at this guy, right, with this little wire or whatever, which is part of his M.O.B technology, he has that, you know what I'm saying, you just get, through the speed, just get that proud, you know, Edomite, you know, stare, as to say, look what I've created. You know what I'm saying? He think he high-minded, he think he doing something, you know, but the Lord is going to come in between all that, all right? Look at this. This is what is that? Oh, that's yeah. This is a Revelation, all right, 19, and we'll start at 20. And the beast was taken, all right, which is basically, you know, NATO and EU. America's a part of that, you know. All these military forces, all right, they're going to be taken, meaning they're going to be destroyed ultimately. That's the end game, destruction, right? And with him, the false prophet that worked miracles before him, right? All these fake religions out here, right? Right, that push Christianity, right? That gives a watered down version of our book, of our records, our history, right? From the Roman Catholic Church to Islam to Seventh-day Adventist to Pentecostal to Methodist, Baptist, like all these false religions are going to be exposed and are being exposed currently, and it's going to be cast out because that's not the truth. That's not the way to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. There's only one faith, one baptism. All right, there's only one truth, you know, and the Lord is going to make that plain. He's going to make that clear when he returns and destroys, all right, Esau's military force. It says, let's see, and them that worship his image, these both were cast into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. That's right. So for whoever receives that mark, right, whether it's 2/3 white people, all right, it's you so-called Negroes, that's and Native Americans out there, you take of that, you're going to be destroyed. So-called white man, he's going to be destroyed. All right, these heathen nations that partake, anyone that partakes of this American system, or i.e. this new world order, which is basically a new world government, all right, that they want to implement, the Great Reset, all right. Anyone that wants to partake in that, they're going to be destroyed. They're going to be annihilated through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, And yeah, we're going to keep putting these type of videos out because it's necessary. And in fact, what's that? Ezekiel. This is why we do it, man. This is Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So that's what the man that you see on the highways and byways week in, week out, the same man that's putting on videos, video after video, right? This is our duty, right? We understand our role, all right? And again, we're trying to wash the blood, off our hands and give our people fair warning to leave them without excuse. All right. It says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So, we don't want to be in that category. All right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what good is to receive this knowledge and not share it? You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing through the Spirit of the Lord. It says, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So that's why we put these videos up, man. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, I want to give all praises and honor and glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to the icon that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.